welcome back to another episode of The Aftermath. It's hardly an aftermath because that was a dead game. I must say that before we start, this video is sponsored by Mask FC. Protect yourself and others, and you can get 10% off maskfc.com by using the code AFTV. Now let's get into this 1-1 dead boring game. I'm going to need the comments to go absolutely crazy because there's not many talking points in this one.
Help us out.
We need a lot of talking points in the comments because what was that, first of all? What happened to Aubameyang, the guy that scored a hat-trick on the weekend?
Used all his energy on the weekend.
Nothing for today.
Yeah.
I mean, how did he miss that opportunity?
I'm still reliving the moment because I'm just a bit confused as to what happened. And I'm actually quite... I mean, I can understand why Teta kept him on that long because you expect Aubameyang to think, oh, second try, third try, he's going to get one. We're all thinking he's going to get the next one. But it came to a point where it's like, it's just not his night. And I felt like Teta left it a bit late to bring on the likes of Pepe or Martinelli, you know? So I don't know what happened to him. I don't. What's the comment saying?
Right, Nikuli Promise is saying a boring game indeed.
I'm surprised you guys are still awake.
I know. We were falling asleep.
Efong is saying waking up at 4 a.m. for this.
Where are you, Efong?
Where are you based? Let us know. Alfred Newton is saying Odegaard was class tonight. I mean, what did you guys make of Odegaard's performance?
There were, especially in the first half, there was a lot of quick 1-2s. He played a beautiful through ball. I think it was to Saka that literally just went past everyone and it just sliced through the midfield and he just looked really good. But the only thing that was missing for me is like he had chances as well.
Yeah.
But he could have just whacked it and he kept trying to do all these cute little passes. Yeah. It's like, yeah, do it in the midfield. We're only in the box or in the area. Go for it.
Take it.
Go for it. But to be honest, he looked good.
Yeah.
And it's great that Arteta's giving him that faith in him to keep playing him. I know it's been 2 games start, but it's a massive game, this Europa League game. It's our biggest game of the season. That's what we've got left. So, yeah, he looked good, man.
What do you guys make of the 1-1 result as well?
Not good.
I've got nothing positive to say about it. The only positive, we got 1 away goal.
Yeah, but it's not enough.
Yeah,
we're going to be on tilt now for the second leg.
Especially when you see the other results of the night, people winning 4-0, Rangers drawing 3-3. And
it's deflating.
Who else was there? Tottenham, was it 4-1 in the end?
3 or 4, yeah. We
had to get more than 1 goal. And the thing is, which annoys me, like I said before, we had the opportunity to score those goals.
We did.
So it's a bit dead, isn't it? It's a bit dead.
Come on, guys. Is that more pressure for us next week?
It's a lot of pressure.
Definitely. Too much pressure because, unless we go out and score like 4 goals, even then, as soon as they score 1, we're going to be a little bit scared and rattled.
The only positive thing is, though, they don't look like a goal-scoring side.
Yeah,
tonight they didn't, but who knows what
to be
team
fair,
will turn up next week.
We should have beat them, like 4-1, easy. Like, the amount of chances we missed was shocking.
Well, at least Saka got the goal.
Yeah, he did.
Since the start of the season, or since the start of last season, Saka's is the youngest Premier League player to have scored 10 or more goals and made 10 assists across all competitions. So he's got 10 plus goals, 10 plus assists for his age.
Yeah.
We've got a star. That's the positive we can take from this.
Yeah.
It's always Saka, though, isn't it? It's always Saka.
I mean, the positives are, like, we've got options. I was a bit annoyed, not annoyed. I think Arteta could have changed it slightly earlier. He waited too long to bring on Pepe and Martinelli.
Yeah, exactly.
I would have taken Emil off either at half time because he looked tired, or at least by 60 minutes. The only criticism, maybe made the changes sooner.
And looking in hindsight now, if he did make that change with Emil Smith-Rowe, especially when he went down, he would have got that penalty.
Yeah. but we answered. That's how I was feeling because I was saying to them, like, But at least we retaliated and got a goal back pretty quick after that because it would have been tough otherwise.
Do you think we can progress in this competition, looking at the other teams that are still in it? This 1-1 result tonight.
We are. People said we had one of the harder teams. We did compared to Spurs, but there's a lot more tough teams in there. There's more difficult sides. If you draw a couple of even the Premiership sides in it, they're a lot better.
Yeah. So. Well, we managed to progress from 13 of the previous 16 knockout ties in major UEFA competitions. That includes, once upon a time, Champions.
We're positive. We're positive.
We've either drawn or won the first leg away from home, though one of our eliminations did come at this exact stage of the Europa League last season.
Olympiacos, yep. That was at home at the Emirates. So I think, did we draw or did we win the away? I think we won 1-0 the away tie. So that could be a good omen, us being back in Greece and getting a win.
Good omen. That kind of makes it feel like it's a repeat of last season.
But no. For me, it's better we're playing out there because we won out there.
Yeah.
So I feel slightly more confident with that.
But it's the same thing. Like, this was an away game. Remember, last season was an away, like you said, it was a 1-0 win. And even though it's not technically home, next one's a home.
But that's my point with 1-1's not a good result.
Yeah. What can we do, man? What can we do?
Stunnerman369 is saying you could tell Emile Smith-Rowe was knackered and should have come off at half-time.
Yeah, I agree.
Arteta took too long to bring Pepe and Martinelli on, and Bellerin has to be the most frustrating right-back ever.
Why? I think he was the brightest player.
Nothing going forward.
No, I mean, good today.
I think he had a good game today.
We've been constantly talking about the fact that Pierre missed the opportunity. Who gave him the opportunity?
Bellerin.
Laid it on the plate for him.
He definitely supplies something going forward. Not regularly, but tonight he did.
Yeah.
And there was a few more chances where he was getting forward and everything as well. So I strongly disagree with that comment. There's a super chat here from Fizz113. I wonder what this is going to say. I've been more excited watching paint dry, for frig's sake. Charlene, rumour has it, Egyptian wonder kid. I'm not sure about this name. Is an up-and-coming fast centre-back like Bellerin.
Let's see.
I mean...
I don't know much Egyptian players, you know, so... it's not a player.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't even look like an actual name.
No.
We're on point tonight.
Yes. We're going to double-check some of these names.
Even though we got that one away goal, it looks like Benfica gained more from that match because...
Definitely.
Yeah. So the opener from Pizzi, who scored the penalty, that was Benfica's 100th goal in the Europa League. One of just 8 clubs to reach this total since, you know, the competition started back in 2009-10. So he scored the 100th European goal for them.
Can we talk about that penalty?
Go on.
Should that have been a penalty? And guys, let us know in the comments as well.
Yeah,
what is your opinion?
It should have been a penalty.
Yeah, his hand was up there.
But he was trying to protect his face.
Yeah, but everybody knows when you're in the box, 2 hands behind the back.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. You jump with your hands behind your back.
He should know that, man. But it's an honest mistake. And he tried to turn around.
Yeah. And we have seen them not given.
Yeah.
But
in European football.
You're going to, concede like that.
Considering, though, the referee for me was lenient like 80% of the time.
Especially in the first half.
Especially in the first half. There's so many fouls that were not given and yellow cards, especially Xhaka's.
And Saka got brought down quite a lot as well.
So I was wondering, is he actually going to give it? Then came that confusing part where we scored the goal, but then it went to VAR. Yeah. And because I didn't see the replay, I was honestly so confused. Like, is it the handball? Is it offside? What are we checking
That was not clear.
Yeah.
Super chat from Little Colo saying, was telling myself that Oba's chance was going to cost you, and it did. 100. Benfica in the first half was like that annoying kid who knows how to use an offside trap on FIFA. Happy the second half got goals. Well, we got one and they got the pen.
Benfica remain unbeaten in each of their 26 UEFA Europa League matches at home. So they've won 20, drawn 6. This is at least 15 more home matches than any other team who has yet to lose a home game in the competition. And Chelsea is the one that's just after them. So great home record in Europa League.
So that's, I guess you can look at it as not that bad then.
We've
got to look at the positive.
I think this is terrible.
Yeah, no, it's not good. It wasn't good. We can't. I'm sure it'll be interesting to see what the team feel and the manager. Yeah. But yeah.
Official Guna TV is saying Xhaka with a terrible game.
Yeah, if I'm honest with you, I think it's because we gave him a round of applause on the weekend saying how good he was. And now he's going to ruin it. You're just ruining it.
He's not getting a round of applause today.
He's ruining it. I don't know what happened there.
There's a comment here aimed at you, Pippa, from Neil De Souza saying, Pippa, Arteta was poor in his timing of substitution. Emile Smith-Rowe should have been taken off at 45 minutes. 88-minute substitution for real with a question mark.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I mean, I totally agree. And who did I had a mad starting 11, but the players that I selected all started except for Xhaka, of course, which was meant to be in there. But
you did what it meant.
I went all out attack, and all those attacking players started except for Lacazette. So I just don't get it, man.
Yeah.
With attacking players like that, they should be scoring more goals.
And I would have brought on Lacazette really instead of Willian. I know, or one of, I don't know, that late in the game.
Yeah.
Like, we're chasing a goal.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
At least I used to saying just Arteta is not good. And Joao says we might not play great football, but we also missed a few chances. Stop acting as if you had all the chances. Do you know what we played? We did play good football today.
Aubameyang missed like 3 or 4.
I don't know what he's
should have had a hat-trick. Who's this person? What are they talking about?
What do you think the players are going to say to Aubameyang, or what they said to him at half-time? Because do you think he gets stick from his
bro.
teammates?
What's going on?
Nah, he wouldn't get stick.
Well, he needs to.
I don't think he would have got stick.
I mean, they're just going to sit there and be quiet. They've surely got to
Someone's
say
got to
something.
say
How did
something.
you miss
Someone's
that?
got to be a character in that
But
dressing
who's
room.
the man in the dressing room?
Probably
David Luiz or Lacazette?
Lacazette, I imagine.
Lacazette might be like, bro.
No.
Bro, how did you miss that, man?
You got to have more. Like, you got to be like, bro, like, what's going on?
I can't see Lacazette being rude to Aubameyang.
Maybe he don't have a voice because he didn't play, but someone who's on the pitch has to say something. Bellerin, maybe.
No. Bellerin, I don't
He's
see
the one
that in him.
laid it out for him.
Nah.
I can't
Maybe.
imagine him being calm, composed and
I
relaxed.
don't know.
I don't
I
wanna
think
see
David
calm and
Luiz would be
composed.
the one cussing him. I can't. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I reckon
he
there
would
was
take
perhaps
the
some
authority.
tension there.
I don't know. I don't.
What
I
are
don't
you
know
guys
the
saying?
dynamic.
Talk to us. What do you think the vibe was like in the change room at half time? There's a super chat from Ben Struten saying,
Danny Ceballos, probably. He's a little bit rowdy.
Oba didn't turn up today. Martinelli brought on too late. Should have started Pepe instead of Emile Smith-Rowe or Odegaard. Think we'll sneak the win against City.
Hopefully.
Sneak a win against City?
Nah.
You could hardly score against Benfica. But Man City are on a roll, mate. I know normally that when
we'll be
people are on a roll,
lucky
you
to get 1-1 at Man City.
Like,
that'll be a good result.
normally when teams are on a great run, there's someone that gives them a little upset. But I don't think it's going to be us.
Nah.
It's not going to be us.
Imagine we do, though.
We'll be happy. We'll be happy.
But then it
we'll be giving them a round of applause.
Do you know what I mean? I'll be so annoyed because I'll be thinking, why didn't we do that against Benfica?
Exactly.
Where it really mattered.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a feel-good factor when your team wins and beats someone like Man City, but if I see a winning result, I'm going to be like, bro, where was that on Thursday night? No one likes watching football on a Thursday night.
No.
Give us something to watch, please. Give us some goals.
Some excitement.
Yeah.
I mean, coming into our next leg with Benfica, what are you girls expecting to see?
Nothing but a big win.
Is that possible? I mean, looking at tonight's game.
Yeah, it's possible. We need to just play better. Really, we had the chances. We should have buried this tie.
Yeah.
Should have been 4-1.
Elim says Pepe needs to start for Emile Smith-Rowe and give him a rest. Yeah, I didn't think Emile Smith-Rowe would start today, you know.
I didn't.
I thought it would have been Pepe. On my starting 11, I had all the players except for Pepe for Emile Smith-Rowe.
Yeah, I thought Pepe would have started. Ash Chowdhury says everyone forgot Arteta brought Willian on to save the day. Still waiting for him to save the day. Still waiting for him to save the day. Abdullah Rahman says man of the match is Partey. Did you watch today's match or a match from 3 months ago? I'm not sure.
Probably a previous match. Jacob Lewis is saying, need to keep our head up going into the game against Man City. Going to be a tough game.
Yep.
Yeah. United TV from the B says we ain't going to compete against, and it says ...
We ain't going to what?
Against
Compete.
Man City or
Against
in
who?
general?
Let us know.
Against anyone.
Yeah.
Bukayo looked so sad in his interview. I saw on the screen, he looked really...
Seen it, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You know, you just got that
The thing
sad
is,
face.
you would come off the pitch feeling sad. We had so many chances we missed.
Yeah.
They're going to be frustrated and angry and upset.
100%. I mean, we are frustrated.
We're just
as
deflated
fans.
and just like we had a much higher expectation. After the Leeds match, they played such good football. They were okay today, but we were like a little bit bored. Like, let's be honest, didn't it? It didn't have that tempo and that energy.
And that's sort of what we wanted. I mean, look at our score predictions. We were expecting a 3-1 win.
Yeah, and it could have been a 3-1 win.
Exactly.
Had to Uber.
We put away
In the
You
target.
lot sound like Ty now, man. Could have been a 3-1 win if it didn't rain. Just catching up on the comments, Yeb says, nah, David Luiz would cuss Aubameyang.
I think so, yeah. What, you don't think he will? I think he will.
what I said,
That's what I
would.
said.
He's the one that's loud, he's got a character.
David Luiz and Ceballos I'm going with.
And then he will apologise. No, I don't know if he'll apologise, but then at the end he'll be like, come on, bro, like, we're in this together.
He'll like pick him up off the floor, innit?
Natty says we are not clinical. 1, Aubameyang missed 3 chances. 2, Saka missed 3. Emile Smith-Rowe missed 1. We should have won it.
Yeah, we know, we agree.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda means right.
But we didn't. I mean, what about those annoying balls that they were just playing into the box and there was no one there as well?
Yeah, that got a bit frustrating as well.
We seem to be doing
Hit and
that quite
hope.
frequently.
Yeah, hit and hope's not good, not the one.
Everyone's just talking about the Aubameyang chance. You know, I said I'm fuming.
It's the only thing that really happens in the game.
Not much to
like,
talk about.
Missed a chance, missed another chance, and another one, and then game over, isn't it? Penalty and game over.
Penalty,
yeah,
and then
penalty,
we managed to get a go back.
Draw.
I was really hoping to get at least another goal.
Yeah,
so
2
at least
goals
we
at
could
least,
say,
yeah.
we've got 2 away
definitely.
goals.
We needed the away goals.
Ferry Uden says we should play our second team against Man City. How would you line up against City now? Go strong?
100% go strong again.
We've got the players.
What's the reason for that though?
Because even if we could get a point, I mean, a point.
No, listen, we need the points in the league as well.
Yeah.
Let's not be
focus on
silly.
The league as well as Europa.
For sure.
So you wouldn't rest any key players against the next leg of Benfica?
Well, who are the key players you mean?
Well, at this moment in time, Saka definitely.
Yes.
Tierney now needs protection.
Saka.
Would you start Tierney against Man City?
Well, if he was prepared to bring him on today, yeah.
With the chance of him probably getting a knock against Man City and not being able to play against Benfica?
I think I want Tierney in the team playing Man City, no disrespect, in his position rather than Cedric. Not because Cedric hasn't performed well, but we're playing Man City, come on. If he's fit enough to play, how many days is it rest now? When are we playing Man City?
Sunday.
3 days. Listen, it all depends on his fitness. If he's fit enough, if the club think he's able to start, I think he should start.
Yeah.
I mean, he was the first substitution that was made.
Yeah. And I was shocked he brought him on. I wouldn't have brought on Tierney tonight. I thought Cedric was having a good game.
Yeah, he was, got the assist.
I was shocked that was the first substitution. I thought Pepe or Martinelli, we needed to stretch the game, We were having no joy the way we were playing. He should have took off Emil Smith-Rowe much earlier.
Yeah, perhaps half time.
For me, the first substitution should have been one of the wingers on the left for Emil.
Yeah.
I was shocked that it was Cedric. I didn't really understand why. I get that Tierney will push up and play on the wing, but you should have put on Pepe.
Pippa?
Pepe or Martin, Gabby, either or. It wouldn't have mattered because they're both left wingers.
Well, Michael's saying, I hope Lacazette starts against City and signs a new contract. We haven't seen Lacazette in the side in a while. And where on earth is Eddie Nketiah?
He was on the bench there, apparently, was he?
Yeah.
Pardon me, I didn't realise,
Yeah, he was one of the. I didn't see him, but he was one of the subs. Yeah.
Would you start Lacazette against Man City? If you're not, then when will he get back into the squad?
I would. Yeah, I would. I was shocked. I mean, I didn't mind that Aubameyang, after scoring 3 goals, I completely understand the team selection today, but chasing goals in a game, maybe I would have thought we would have seen Lacazette involved.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he wasn't.
Mike, almost got me there, says, felt bad for Martinelli. Poor kid didn't have much of the ball today.
Did he even get a touch?
It came on. No, he did, but it came on too late.
Yeah.
Then, be bold with the double substitution. They should have come on 50 minutes, 55, 60 max.
Yeah.
It should have been changed. If you weren't going to pull the trigger at half time, give him another 5 minutes. But he looked tired.
Yeah. And
he weren't even amazing in the first half, so, it wouldn't have been
a miss, really.
No, you just should have executed quicker.
Yeah.
Super chat here from Taj Bambra saying that was a game for the taking. Had to bury this to rest players for the second leg. Would you do a full rotation for Sunday due to the result tonight?
Well, Lucifer in the comments says only 4 of those players playing tonight should start at Man City.
Which 4?
He didn't say which 4.
Let us know which 4.
Can you let us know in your next...
have a guess. So Leno was one of them.
Yeah, I'd say the 4 are probably going to be Leno, Bellerin.
Yeah, you've got no choice.
Xhaka.
I don't know if he would have said that.
No, he wouldn't have said that, but I'm foreseeing the 4 that would be the certain 4.
Okay.
Odegaard, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I thought it would have been Ceballos or something.
Maybe.
Who are the 4 players?
Yeah, I want to know. You've got to tell us.
I'm going to try and look out for your comments. Foller says Bellerin plays safe and boring football, and it hinders us more than people already think. Cedric should be right back, I think it said. It said Cedric should be, I missed the last word. I'm guessing right back.
But Bellerin is getting forward. Did he execute any shots today?
No.
He tried to volley one, not volley, he tried to get one in.
But it was blocked, wasn't it? So
I think he's been better the last few matches, but I hear that person's comment, and Cedric's playing really good on the left, so it would be nice, he would definitely challenge for that spot on the right in his natural position. For sure.
Joshua says, I think Arteta has made a rule that Leno, Luiz and Xhaka all have to touch the ball before we can shoot. You're nodding, you didn't know what I was going to say.
She read your mind, Pips.
I don't know if that's true.
No.
Twambo Kuyumba TK has sent in, he's starting for City. So he's got Leno, Bellerin, Luiz, Mari. I mean, what's the likeliness of us seeing Pablo Mari? Tierney, Ceballos, Saka, Pepe, Odegaard, Saka and Lacazette for City. What do you girls
My
make
mind
of that?
froze as you was midway through, sorry. All I heard was Pepe, Saka and Lacazette, I think.
He can go for that team.
Do you want me to read it again?
If you got it, yeah.
Okay. Leno, Bellerin, Luiz, Mari, Tierney, Ceballos, Saka, Pepe, Odegaard, Saka, and then Lacazette.
Yeah, so a couple of changes.
That's a lot of, it feels like a lot of changes.
No, it's only...
Not really. I mean,
Pepe,
Tierney for Cedric.
Lacazette.
Mari, so quite a few changes.
Yeah.
Back four.
It's a lot though.
Well, we drew tonight. We're playing Man City.
Is that a strong squad to you?
That
gentleman
is
just
that.
said?
Yeah, it's all right. It's a
strong
good team.
squad.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's what I said. I would play Tierney in his natural position. He's only added Mari, which that's not going to happen, isn't it?
I doubt it.
That's not going to happen.
I miss
It's going to be
seeing Mari.
Gabriel.
I really enjoyed seeing him.
He's a good player, but there's no way. I just can't see him playing. They're not going to, whatever the myth is behind that, pay the money, innit?
Yeah. Get Lee to elaborate on that.
Guna Cliff says rest Bellerin for the rest of his footballing career.
Oh, leave Bellerin alone.
Leave it out, will ya?
Come on, he's playing well at the moment.
Yeah. All right, of the Arsenal squad, let us know who the best performing player was for you tonight.
Oh.
Ladies.
I think Odegaard was good. Ceballos was good.
The best?
I don't really know who stood out for me. No one. Who stood out
I would
for
say
you?
first half, definitely Ceballos and Bellerin.
Yes, Ceballos and Bellerin first half.
Overall, I don't know if I can give it to anyone in particular.
Yeah, maybe Odegaard was
Yeah,
consistent throughout both. One of them
Do you know
three.
who didn't look good today?
Yeah.
Gabriel Magalhaes.
Yeah.
It was
He
so
looked
many
a bit-
jerky moments that looked just like, you comfortable there? Do you remember what position you play in? There was loads of high
Yeah, he was
kicks
out of
and-
position quite a bit, yeah.
There was a lot going on.
And I think Xhaka was a little bit...
Yeah.
A bit
them
iffy.
too.
Quite a few players, man.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
it
not really-
wasn't a good Arsenal
Do you think it was
performance.
something they ate in the hotel?
Maybe
Something's gone wrong.
upsetting their
Something's
stomach
gone
or-
wrong.
Something in
I
the
mean,
air.
it's not like Gabriel though to really have, because I'm sure even in there was another game where he wasn't that great as well.
There's been quite a few now this season.
Yeah.
Super chat here from Costa Chow saying, hi, Benfica have it all in their hands in the second leg.
they do.
They must hope Arsenal ease off. Respect to AFTV from the Doncaster fan that interviewed Robbie. Big up to you.
Big up you. Ladies, Arsenal should rest Arteta for the Man City game. What? Oh, you almost had me in the first half. What? Pranrat said, I had a disappointing day, stayed up till 4 a.m. for a disappointing game, but to be fair, this isn't the worst result in the world.
No, it's not.
Personally, I would have played Lacazette and Pepe. Big up from India. Big up to you, Pranat.
Big up to you.
Big up you. But yeah, it's not the worst result.
No,
of
it's
course
not the worst.
It
could have been better because we had the chances as well that we just didn't put away. So it's a little bit. I just feel deflated.
Yeah, likewise.
Well, Abu says, don't get overboard with the win over Leeds. They were poor and left so many spaces. Our reality check will be...
Man City and Leicester.
will be against City even though if we lose, but we need a good performance.
Yeah.
There's a super chat here from Dixon, and I'm not reading your surname. Play like that against City and we get destroyed.
Oh, 100%.
Agree?
Yep.
Yeah. There's also another super chat here from, what's your name? KO Studios. Says, my problem was that the defence was too slow in passing the ball forward and holding onto the ball too long. Odegaard was in space so many times, definitely. And Jamsey says, the midfield made Aubameyang look average. Yes, he missed chances, but I saw him pointing and screaming too many times to only have 3 opportunities to miss.
Yeah.
And Lil Colo says, if you're serious about winning the Europa League, you need to rotate against Man City and go for it in the second leg. If they score first, then you're in big trouble.
Yep.
I mean, we're in trouble anyway. I mean, waving the flag here.
I mean, even with Odegaard, there was moments where you saw him with his arms wide out, calling for the ball as well.
Yeah. Can't believe Oba was poor today after his hat-trick, says Nosy East London. I mean, we could talk about Aubameyang all day, but we don't know what went wrong. We just don't know what happened to him. It's disappointing.
Super chat from Little Colo saying, if you're serious about winning the Europa League, You've just read that. And that one. It was just that side eye.
Shivan says, I've seen this a lot now, so I really think they want us to answer this for whatever reason, I don't know. Says, how do you feel about United winning Europa League? Well, it hasn't happened, is it? We can't feel nothing that hasn't happened.
No.
So ask us if that happens.
Don't ask us if it happens. Karima says, we have a better Europa squad and bench than most of the remaining teams. It's either diet, tactics, or players are having too much enjoyment at home.
I spoke that one a mile off.
It is down to something because we do have a really strong squad.
Yeah, I think our squad's good.
And we've got a decent bench as well. In this competition alone,
it's been a while since we've had choices, of which team to pick.
Yeah.
We've got options now, so...
We've been like, tired, can't run out of options.
I mean, if there was no players that were injured, how could we make this team even stronger?
Say that again, if you had no players that were injured?
Yeah, so i.e. Partey. Who else is injured? Is it just Partey?
Pretty much Partey at the moment.
So
everyone else is coming back.
I mean, how could we strengthen up even more?
Well, we can't because we ain't got a transfer window.
No, I mean with the players that we have got in terms of today's lineup.
I think he's using the right players. I just think he took a little bit too long today to make the changes necessary to impact the game. You're expecting a lot with 25 minutes when you're kind of chasing the game when you've let it go in. If we were 1-0 at that time, it would have been kind of all right. But they scored first. So had he have made the changes and took Emil off, maybe the penalty wouldn't have happened. Maybe someone else would have done something to lead to a penalty, because we do that quite often, but hopefully not. So you don't really know. We've just got to take the positives. It was only 1-1.
That's your positive?
Well, what else can I say? What's your positive?
Bellerin not Bellerin.
I mean, there's
Leno
nothing.
Made some good saves as well.
No, that's not positive. We've just got to go with what we got.
She's like, no, not that one.
No, that's not good enough. We didn't lose 2-0.
Okay, yeah.
That'd have been worse.
That's a positive.
We've got to just take it for what it is.
Yeah.
We've got to make sure we keep a clean sheet.
But it's a frustrating game, man.
It's frustrating.
It was.
It was boring.
Prince Teddy says, I love Emil Smith-Rowe, but I wouldn't have started him tonight. Sad thing is, you could see we've tired him out, so we might have to hold a beating to City on the weekend, as we need to win the second leg.
He definitely don't need to play against Man City.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
He definitely doesn't.
Jim Warbler saying Pepe should have never been dropped, and Odegaard was incredible.
Yeah.
Loved his interplay with Cedric and Ceballos.
Yeah, they were good.
Neil D'Souza says, for Man City, he would go, well, where's the goalkeeper? Well, he's gone Tierney. He's gone Tierney for Cedric, Rob Holding for Louise, Pepe for Emil Smith-Rowe, and Cedric for Hector Bellerin. So those are the 4 players that he would change out. So, yeah, okay, I get you. So Tierney starting for Man City. Oh, you said the same, didn't you?
Yeah, I would start Tierney. You have to go with yours.
Rob Holding, I'd start Rob Holding.
Yeah.
Who would you put on the right-hand side? Would you keep Bellerin or put Cedric there if Tierney's over on the left?
In an ideal scenario, but then Bellerin's playing quite good, so it'd be harsh for him to get dropped.
Yeah.
So that's a tough one.
Yes.
But we kind of want these decisions. That's what you want out of your team, competition for places.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of having a squad and having good players in each position, that you can just play around with it, but it's just got to pay off.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Marcus says Calvin Harris and Bruno Mars will they get in the team? Because Cecil's always calling Calvin. I've got me confused now. Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Calvin Harris.
Oh, okay.
And Bruno Fernandes, Bruno Mars. I don't know why he always does that.
Oh, okay.
Not on purpose, by the way.
Yeah.
He just always gets the name mixed up. Strange.
Easily done.
Never heard that one before.
Del Boy saying Odegaard and Ceballos were the best midfield players, yet they don't belong to us.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Real Madrid's and that.
Are these 2 players that you'd like to belong to us?
I feel that if I'm judging by what they're doing right now, yeah, because it's hard with Ceballos because he hasn't been playing a lot of regular games in the last couple of months, and when he comes back into this game, in the last game, and that nutmeg that he put through to Bellerin, dreamy.
Yeah.
His performance today in the first half was close to great, but it's not consistent all the way throughout the 90 minutes. But he's a good player, and if it's working now, and we haven't got anyone else to put in that position in the midfield, of course we'd want to keep him. He's still quite young, he's like 24, I believe.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm a bit kind of. I mean,
it's a difficult one.
It's a very hard one because he's been here for like what, 2 seasons?
Yeah.
This is the second or the third?
Second one.
And when he first came, it was like, he was so promising.
But it was against Burnley.
Yeah, but it's just not been enough. Like I felt like that 3 times, 4 times. Like how many times have we really got?
There's
4 or
been a
5.
few occasions where
He's good. Yeah, but he's a good player. He's not. He is technically a good player, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Buki says Ceballos was the best tonight. That's facts.
Yeah, he was
well
good
done,
tonight.
Danny.
Cosmo
McLaren is saying sign Odegaard and Ceballos.
We ain't signing both of them. It's going to be one or the other.
Says Helen.
Well, we're not. Like, Arsenal Football Club.
They're broke, man. They need the money, apparently.
They're broke. We're not flush. We don't go out. It's just like buying everyone. I just can't see that. It'll be one or the other. And I think I'd go for Odegaard out of the 2. My hunch reaction.
Games,
no, it is like
what you're seeing
he is seamlessly just slotted into the team, and he ain't even played with Partey yet.
Ooh.
So I don't know. There's just something nice about him. Like Ceballos is good as well.
Eyes?
No.
Did
you just say his eyes?
I'm joking.
Yeah, no. I just think he's just effortless, like he's just good. He finds space. I think he's a good player. He's got good touch. He always looks to play that first ball into like a... I think it's a good player. It's very positive, more so than Ceballos for me right now. Even though we've had him longer.
Ceballos does take too long.
It's just
like he overthinks.
He overthinks it. He overtouches it. He tries to be flary, and you ain't got that time in the Premiership. Yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, they're both good players.
Sorry, this is a really funny comment from Obed. Says we can't even beat pensioners. Who's he talking about? I don't know.
Pensioners. He's on about
in the
Ottoman,
Otamendi,
Vertonghen. Yeah, I know exactly who he's talking about.
If we perform like that on Sunday, we are dead.
Yes, we have said that all today. We were saying that earlier. We're going to struggle because these lot are like has-beens, isn't it? Pretty much.
Yep. I was going to read that,
man. I'm talking about.
Yeah. Are you guys feeling nervous about the City game?
No, I'm not nervous.
Do you know when you get to a point where you're never confident anyway? There's no nerves.
It's just another game, isn't it?
Sit down and think, all right, give it to me then.
It is what it is.
There's no expectation. Yeah. I think tonight there was more of an expectation.
There was.
Did you notice, like, Bobby said, how are you feeling? And I said, I'm positive.
Yeah, and you don't say that,
I'm not too sure about this one.
Yeah.
But they let me down tonight. They let all of us down tonight.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure a lot of people predicted like a 2-1 or a 3-1.
Yeah, definitely. And I just think they've let themselves down as well as the fans, because they would have wanted to go there and just finish the game. They don't want to be under that kind of strain for another week.
Exactly.
1-1, it's not a good result.
How do you think we'll perform under that pressure, knowing we only got a 1-1 draw today?
What, for the second leg or for Man City?
The second leg, Europa.
This is the thing. I don't know how this squad
turns
up.
Arsenal's going to turn up.
Like I've said, there's been other games. The Tottenham game last year, games that fans look forward to, and you think, right, we've been bad. This is where Arsenal are going to turn up and show us.
And they don't.
And they don't do it. The Man United game, the games you look forward to, and think, right, we're going to turn it around here. The only time they did it was Chelsea.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I feel like even the Southampton game, like.
It's not enough.
It's not enough, They're just not we need to find consistency. Yeah. And we're coming from in a really tough run as well right now, so it's not looking great.
We've got a comedian on our hands here, Cosmo McLaren. Says in capitals, by the way, says we need to drop Aubameyang. He's a terrible striker.
Oh, come on.
Buy another one this summer and start Willian ahead of Leno.
Yeah, all right. Carry on. Sit back down.
Oh, mate.
I was going to read that, but I think we've just made up a name, so we're not going to read it.
It looks like the whole team in that one.
Super chat here from MH saying Saka seemed frustrated in his post-match interview.
Yeah.
He looked sad.
He would be sad, yeah. Because they know that's not a good result, 1-1. Not a good result.
What do you think is on Saka's mind? A young player who potentially might be getting calls from loads of people. His agent might be getting calls all the time. We don't know. He's a young talent that's doing really well. His team's not doing too well, so...
No, it's probably just... frustrated, like thinking we're better than this.
Thinking I could be linking up with Phil Foden at City.
Nah, don't think
he said I've got a battle against him on Sunday.
Nah, he'd be up for that battle. Yeah, he ain't thinking that.
Yeah, he's up for it, but is the team up for it?
No, he's probably thinking we're better than this, man. Come on, like. I'm playing with Aubameyang. He loves Aubameyang. He's like, you're letting me down today. But, you know, like, he'll just be frustrated.
Yeah. But how long has he been frustrated for? Because even when we was going through that bad run of, you know, losing games, not getting a result, it was Saka that was the only player pretty much, him and Smith Rowe, that were performing for us.
Yeah.
You know, 2 youngsters with that weight on their shoulders.
Yeah.
It gets to a point where it's like, all right, guys.
Well, it gets to a point where they're just taking over the team, which is what's happening, isn't
it?
Kind of, isn't it?
Unfortunately, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Oh, it's gone now. It took too long. Mathokazi says, if we don't win the Europa League, we must sack Mikel. This is gonna... Oh, it's gone. So sorry. But it didn't look like a positive comment anyway.
Buenos Aires Guna is saying Martinelli should have a word with his agent. Arteta doesn't fancy him.
Leave Martinelli alone.
Do you think it's a case that Arteta doesn't fancy him? He did pick up a knock.
I think he's just coming back after...
Coming back? He's been back. He's been on the bench.
Yeah, but he kind of came back and then he suffered that.
Yeah.
And I think they've just maybe been a little bit cautious. Maybe I'm just being really patient, but I just think, look, you've got other players, you don't need to rush him back. Obviously, if he's available, we should have just put him on 10 minutes, 20 minutes earlier today, if you're going to bring him on.
Yeah.
But it's all right. We've got other players at the moment. We're not desperate. Why risk him?
Yeah.
It's a bit like with Tierney tonight. We didn't need to make that. It wasn't like a substitution for an injury that we kind of needed to make. So I just would have been slightly more cautious on that and just brought on them first, really.
Yeah.
Because we're chasing a goal.
When you say them, who are you referring to?
Pepe and Gabby. Martinelli. Them two just should have come on either or, Laka or however you know, like I don't think Arteta did that much wrong apart from they just should have come on earlier.
Yeah.
You can't blame the manager for the players like missing sitters. They created the chances.
Yeah,
Aubameyang, you can't blame Arteta for this. You really can't.
Super chat here from Ben Struton saying, Pippa, I know City are romping the league at the minute, but they also got a Wednesday Champions League game. No Kevin De Bruyne, they will rest players against us.
Probably.
1-0 Arsenal.
Hopefully.
Can you see that?
Yeah, they have had Kevin De Bruyne for a minute and they're still romping the league.
Yeah, and they've never had him when they play us. We get lucky with him. He's always out, and that hasn't always helped us.
And that whole comment's just null and void, like, cool, they'll rest players. Who are they going to bring off the bench? Riyad Mahrez? Like, bangs goals still. Like,
exactly.
There's still players on the bench.
They've got like 3 teams to bring on.
Yeah,
Take your pick.
But yeah, I hope you're right. 1-0 to the Arsenal will be great. Great for morale, definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
And
break their unbeaten run. They're on like a run of 16 unbeaten.
Yeah. Imagine we break that.
They'll be fine. We'll take that.
You know
probably break that and then lose in the Europa game.
Like, why do us Arsenal fans act like this? It's like,
because that's what we've become.
Oh, Robbie saying, Willian's going to come on. Imagine he scores the winner. why are we so hopeful for this? Like,
this is what we want. This is what we're expecting from Arsenal.
We're actually a joke, you know. Our fan base
we have
is ruined.
become a joke.
Our fan base is actually ruined. Like,
it's a joke that we're accepting, like where we are, really.
The bar is here. It's on the floor.
Babe, we're playing Europa. That's low. That's low. And we could be playing nothing next year.
The bar is below the ground. Sandeep says, love Aubameyang, but he just has not been the same striker we signed. I know it's a bad patch and all, but our lack of goals from midfield just underscores the need for him to fire every game.
Yeah, no, but he did score a hat-trick a game
ago. But it was one game against Leeds it was a poor Leeds side.
It doesn't matter. He got a hat-trick like 4 days ago. How many days ago was it? Like 5? It was. That's not that deep. He scored a hat-trick. But I hear you. Like, you expect more from Aubameyang because he's set the bar so high.
Yeah.
And he was always our Mr. Dependable. Like, if all else fails, we've got Aubameyang.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's not that anymore, though.
No, him and Leno carried us quite a lot.
That was like 2018-19, 2019-20.
There's that expectation from a lot of our fan base.
But now it's like, at least we've got Saka.
I'm loving Saka. Yeah. And Martinelli. We've got the players. Arteta just needs to figure out how to get them firing because we're not as bad as I know we are performing bad, but we are better than what we're doing. I do believe that. We've got much better players than we've had for a very long time. We've got competition. We're talking about, before it was like, oh my God, not so-and-so again, not so-and-so again. Like, now we've got players. Do you know what I mean? Things aren't that bad, but they need to fix up fast.
They do. Finley Hamilton is saying that players need to take full responsibility for this. Yeah. Absolute joke. Granit Xhaka was awful too.
Yeah, he had a bit of an off game.
There's a super chat here from Where's the Card? Headphone Warehouse.
Is that the name?
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay.
Confident for City with a question mark. Good work, you three lovely, sweet women.
Oh,
well,
no,
thanks.
I'm not confident.
We want our team to just give us like results and make us a bit happier, because this is hard work tonight. Trying to find, like, there's not a lot to talk about.
Like, and it's late, like, do you know what I mean?
Like,
stayed up for this.
We need to go home.
Players need to take full responsibility. Can't speak no more. Players need to take full responsibility for this. Absolute joke. Granit Xhaka was awful too.
Literally just read
Did you? I told you I'm hard to
They're both tired. It's been a long day.
Wow, that's how you know I was not listening.
And it's also because it's all so repetitive, because there's not that much to talk about. It's just true. Like the same. We miss loads of chances. It's a bad result.
Aubameyang, what happened?
Isn't it? Like, what else are we going to say? We can moan about the subs were too late, but it's not that deep. Like,
exactly.
It's because there's nothing else to talk about.
It's true. Well, here's something. Lax One Up is saying, why not take off Bellerin and put Cedric on the right? I guarantee we would have won. What do you ladies make of that?
Guarantee? I wouldn't bet on anything.
It could have taken him off and put hours in, brought someone else on, and then switched him over.
Yeah, so KT came on. So
That's
Cedric on the
to
right
be honest,
instead.
I was looking, what's he going to do with that? But he never.
Connell says, who do you think will win the Europa League?
Arsenal.
Not convinced, to be honest. I mean, I really want them to.
That was very sarcastic.
I really want us to. Rafiq says Arsenal have broken 2 out of 3 Pep's longest team run. His longest is this current Man City team. Do you still think we can't?
We can, of course we can.
What, break their unbeaten run?
We can. We've done it before. We have done it. We seem to have like a little, like,
where we just
turn up. Yeah, we rattle them at times. But I don't know if it'll be this time.
Especially no one's probably expecting us to win.
Yeah, they're definitely the firm favourites. We're definitely the underdogs.
One from Kevin says, everyone is overreacting on this performance just because Oba had an off day. Karma.
No, we're overreacting because it's 1-1. We're not overreacting. If he missed and we won 4-0, we wouldn't care.
Oh, God, exactly. Here's a talking point. Interesting to see what you have to say on this. From M. Hobbin says, would you take 85 million for Saka to rebuild the team?
No.
Rebuild the team around Saka, mate.
No, exactly. No, offer us some money for some other players and we'll take that.
Talk to me, like who?
Who would I get rid of?
Number one.
I'm just going to name about 6 players in a minute.
Listen, if someone come in with like, I don't know, 50 million for Willian, that'd be great business.
No one's going to do that.
I knew that was going to be top of her list.
No one's going to do that, I'm afraid. No, don't see it happening.
You know, like maybe, I don't know, some team in Dubai or China or somewhere. America. Kroenke. Was it LA Galaxies?
Oh my gosh.
That'd be good business.
Anyone else?
I don't think.
Who else? I mean
some
of the players, they're not our players, like Ceballos and all that.
Do you know what? Ours. This is going to throw a spanner in the works because I don't know if you're going to
tell me who you're going to say.
At this point, Lacazette.
Listen, Lacazette, if he's not being used, it's not fair on the player. Yeah. If I heard a rumour that there's like some, I don't know how true it is, apparently 50 million for him. If someone come in for 50 million, like you'd have to think about it.
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, for someone of his age as well.
Yeah, in COVID times and all that, but I'm sure that's not true. I think it was someone here, I don't even know who said it. I don't know who, I can't remember who said it. I don't know if it was Ty, I don't know who said it. Like, so it could just be nonsense. I like Lacazette, I think he's a great player. But if the right offer come in for any of our older players, it's good business.
Yeah.
So you've got to look at it from a business perspective.
Yeah.
we're in a process. We're rebuilding, aren't we?
We've been
as we keep hearing.
How many bricks we got laid out now? Because we've been building for a minute.
This wall's about there.
We want high walls, high ceilings.
Oh
I'm all about like over 6 foot walls.
It's not happening, mate. We can't even get past the 1 metre. Arsenal FC though says Aubameyang scores in small games and Lacazette scores in the big games. That's all I have to say.
I'll take your word for that.
And Derby, remember that?
Yeah,
goal?
listen, Lacazette. Lacazette for me is I don't know. We all thought at the Leeds game that Lacazette was starting today.
Yeah.
And is this? I'm not even going to criticise Arteta, but my initial feeling was Pepe starts tonight.
Yeah.
Pepe has been phenomenal in this tournament up till now. For me, automatically he starts. I would have said Willock and players like that, but obviously they're on loan now. So you're not going to use them. You're going to put Odegaard in and Emil Smith-Rowe, Saka.
So thin now.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they were the team that were the Europa team.
Yeah, that was the B team.
So
and
do you get what I'm...
And Elneny's supposed to be the B team. He got
no,
10
but
minutes.
he can like just, stay on the bench.
When he was getting paid, he was good.
No, he was
like
good,
best,
but I'd rather have Ceballos in a game, like a bit more, because we're playing like a slightly more creative team right now.
Yeah. Which is what I love to see.
Yeah, it like nullifies us a bit. He's more of like if you want to sit back and be very cautious.
Yeah.
And that's not my style of football. I find that quite boring.
Waleed says, Arsenal should sign someone like Dan James. I saw Swansea has a player that is the same as him. Funny.
Sometimes you can sort of fish out as
that
you're
was so
reading
obvious, that one. That was so obvious.
Hector Rico is saying you ain't getting 50 million for anyone, love.
Yeah,
Anyone?
probably not.
Anyone?
Yeah.
I mean, our boy Saka.
No, I wouldn't take 50.
That's a
Not that
rip-off.
we'll take it.
That's a rip-off, mate.
Listen, to even talk about it, you've got to come with an offer of like 160. I ain't listening otherwise.
These numbers from...
Because that's to me what...
Mbappe.
That is what...
Tells me that she likes that she'll get the most experience. You got like tea bags, like...
Yeah.
She'll go and get the fancy ones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire tea. Yorkshire tea is the best tea bags. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Try them. Yeah.
I've had them before.
They're proper.
Mine was like the ones like in gold packets. Like.
No. It's got to taste like tea. It's got to taste like English breakfast tea. I don't like Earl Grey and stuff like that.
Oh, I love Earl
I don't
Grey.
like it. I like my fresh mint tea.
As I saw downstairs.
Fizz113 says Pippa said she'll sell Lacazette when he's miles better than Aubameyang. No, don't put this out of context.
Twist Pippers.
Don't put this out of context. What I'm saying, the question was, who would be worth money to rebuild the team? And Lacazette, someone's not being used, and he would be worth money.
Yeah, I agree. But I think Lacazette's only not been used like 2 games, so he could be
like
used in the next.
Games.
Yeah, it does.
And it doesn't look like
because he was scoring and he was good, so he's been missed.
Yeah.
Why doesn't it look like he'll start against City? Because Oba got subbed off.
I just don't know. It just doesn't.
Listen, you can't call Arteta's decisions.
Yeah,
you just do not know. Like, I don't know who he is. Do you know who he is? Like, like with Wenger, I knew. Like it was really predictable.
Yeah.
I don't know who we are. Like, I liked the Leeds game, and I'm thinking, we're finding a bit of identity. But then I thought that last time we won, and then we kind of lost, and then we kind of couldn't score goals, and I don't know who we are. So is this good enough? I don't know.
Do you think Arteta knows who we are, or do you think he's still...
No, he's trying to find his way, I think. It's that hit and hope thing, isn't it? We won 1 game, let's go with that. I don't know. I don't know how to view it.
You can't fault him on, you've got a winning side, stick to this.
I agree, because for many games he wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
And the fan base, we were calling out for that. Like, so it's hard being a manager.
It is, man.
It's tough.
It is. DJ Brito says, let's save Xhaka some slack. He made some crucial tackles. If you look at his positioning, reading the game, covering spaces in front of defence line, especially left side, has been top notch.
Maybe not today, though. It wasn't like that today. I don't know what game he watched.
Shirley says, Elneny is better than Xhaka.
Talk
to me.
Nah.
The games it's hard to compare, of course, because Xhaka.
Elneny's not played enough to really make that statement.
The games that Elneny's played, he's done everything that he's supposed to do except for the only thing you can call him out for is a few sloppy passes.
No, listen, MNA's improved since he's come back.
Yeah, but we're talking about this season.
I've seen him play twice.
It's more than twice.
Well, I've only remembered two performances.
What two performances?
The one when we were at Box Park that we watched, what game was it that he played in?
Was that
I can't remember.
This season?
Probably not. Was it? I think it was the Fulham game.
Okay, Fulham.
That game he was good.
Yeah.
Because I remember thinking, like I like this.
Yeah.
And one more game, was it when he played with Partey? Was it United? Did he play
United?
The United game. Yeah, them two games.
All the Europa League games he's played has been outside.
Oh yeah, sorry, he did. I forgot that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Which I think is
He got
unfair.
a banging
Yeah, you're
goal.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right. I
Which
forgot
feel
that.
Like it's unfair because
you're right.
he should be playing in this competition.
That's exactly what I said. I forgot that, Pippa. You're right. Yeah. No, I forgot that.
The Europa League games he's played in.
I forgot. He was in the Europa team. Yeah, he was. I was remembering Willock's amazing little runs and stuff, but that was playing with El Nene. You're right.
So how does he then lose his place to Ceballos, Odegaard?
Because
Saka?
He's focusing on this as his first team, because they were like the second team, weren't they? The team that were playing the easier, weaker opponents in this tournament.
Yeah. Stanley says Nketiah and Bellerin should be sold for a combined 17 million.
Who?
17 or 70?
70.
Oh.
Xhaka or Saka?
I didn't say any. I said Nketiah and Bellerin.
Oh, I'm so tired.
Nketiah and Bellerin. Oh God, Bellerin.
Yeah.
What have we had an offer for them both?
God, I doubt it.
Well, we did have an offer for Eddie from West Ham.
We just had a super chat in from Ben Struten saying Ozil, a star player, gets 350k, leaves for free. Oba, top scorer now, highest paid player. No one will buy Oba now. He will go on a free. Sell Pepe while we still have a chance.
Well, if someone comes in.
It's so true. Don't they like all businesses project like a 5-year plan, 10 years?
Like
don't they project for the future?
We do not have a plan.
We
this is
clearly
what
don't, because now you've said
we've been
that.
moaning about this for years, Pippa.
As much as fans want to keep Aubameyang, you don't keep Aubameyang.
No, it wasn't great business. It wasn't good business. But that's why many people that kind of foresee and think about business and talk deeper than just.
So who's running this damn business?
Exactly. You're just banging your head against a brick wall with this club, because no, it isn't good business. It wasn't good business.
Yeah.
We've got Bellerin, right, promising young player like Saka, not being given the chance, allowed to call the shots where his contract's in the last 6 months. He's a player that has all the potential that you want to be keeping, especially if you're going to sign Aubameyang, because he would be the natural, nurtured striker to then bring in for the last year around Aubameyang, teaching him, mentoring him. And we ain't done that, and I don't get it. And Eddie was on loan last season, so I can't say the nurturing was there, because we were looking to send him out on loan. And then we were looking maybe to sell him in January. So I don't understand how they think it. Who's the person even in control of this?
Who knows, man?
No, it's really shocking. The contracts are terrible being done at our club.
Got, someone's even put that in a comment earlier as well. We still got Guendouzi and Torreira on loan.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And I would personally keep Guendouzi. I don't know about you girls. What are your thoughts on them?
I'd keep well, to be honest,
and
actually, I haven't been watching Atletico's games, but
on his performances
Torreira.
for Arsenal, forget even Atletico.
I've always liked Torreira.
Wouldn't you like to see him again, like now, with the players we've got at the club right now?
Yeah.
Isn't it? It would be interesting.
I want to see him with. He looked good with Ceballos.
Yeah.
I always said under Emery, why didn't we just see the trio of Torreira, Ceballos and Ozil?
Yeah.
And we hardly ever got it.
I know.
So if Torreira does come back, I want to see Torreira, Ceballos and Partey.
Yeah. And I think he's the sort of midfielder that can, like, he's kind of, wasn't he meant to be that defensive? Yeah, and he was never played like that at Arsenal.
But when he did play in that DM role, that's when he came alive.
Yeah.
And he had it for like, I think it was like 12 games or less. And it's just like, okay, now what? Take him out of position again. Oh, now he's gone.
But now with the likes of Saka and Emil and, you know, like the younger players, like these are all a younger group of players that I would love to see all play together. I just think it'll be interesting. Even Guendouzi, he's so hungry. He's got passion when he plays, and he's still, what is he, 20?
21, I think.
21? Is he 21?
Oh,
he's young.
He's mad young.
He's young. So
do you know what's funny?
That should be our plan.
Yeah.
Every time someone mentions Guendouzi, all I remember is, after the North London derby, you know, like when all the cars
Exactly,
past the Tollerton, he was hanging out of the window.
Celebrating,
And I was like, what's wrong with this dude? Like, the things I've
Listen,
seen,
he brought us back in that game. That's why it was down to him.
Yeah.
It was down to him.
And
I've that left an impact on, at the end of the day, as an Arsenal fan, the players that turn up, like you said, Lacazette, you made a good point, that turn up in the London derbies, especially the North London derby, they're keepers.
Yeah, but they're not being played.
Who's not picking them? Then they can't pick themselves, can they? So you need to look at what kind of characters are we wanting in our dressing room? Yeah. What kind of characters do we want to represent and
I think that's why
wear the badge?
I think that's why players like David Luiz have been offered another year, reportedly, because I don't think a lot of fans know this, but he's a massive character.
No, I know he is, but it's a bit like, why are we only liking certain players with character? Why not our younger players with character as well, like Gunduzi?
Yeah.
Like,
but I think it was to do with discipline, and I hear this a lot about young French players.
He's young. He's young.
Maybe culture-wise, they lack this discipline, and they're very arrogant. And these are all
say that about young English players.
But they say it a lot more about French players.
Why is that? Who's saying this?
All these reports say...
But who? English media.
Saliba's a young French player. Yeah, and it's apparently sort of arrogance as well.
Yeah, but who's telling you that, Pippa? Were you reading
all these media reports.
Yeah, but who are the people in the media? English media.
True.
That's my point.
Some of them are French journalists that come and say this. A lot of them are... That's where they get their sources from the French journalists or reporters that have been at the games or at training grounds that are closer to the French players.
Yeah, listen, culturally, everyone, I don't know.
I guess that will be that difference, but then it's down to...
I think it's a bit of a myth, personally. Young people, man, of all walks of life.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real. Like, it's not about their colour. It's not about their country. It's not about their... Like, young people. Yeah. Sometimes they need a little bit of guidance and
just to be
nurturing and reined in. And I don't think it's because they're French.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
no, I know you're not saying that. No, I know you're not saying that. No, I'm saying the media like to...
throw a spanner in the works.
Sometimes. No, like to create a picture.
Yeah.
For like an agenda. Sort of, I think it's an agenda sometimes.
Yeah.
John Grimm is saying Arteta still doesn't know his best 11 and it's February. Yeah. ... Is he finding his best 11?
It's hard to say though, because he's been unlucky with COVID breaks, people being out with COVID, injuries, new players coming in having to integrate,
every
players
club
coming out.
Has that.
Yeah, so it's hard to find. And he's fairly new, not exactly new, but he's got new players that's come in. How do you integrate them into a team which you didn't know is starting 11 before they joined? Then you've got players that have come out, players that were key to your FA Cup win. Maitland-Niles has gone. Joe Willock was key to the wins you've got in the Europa League. He's gone out on loan. You have not key players, but you've let players go. Kolasinac was hardly...
But who was behind all of that? The manager. So he should know if he's doing that. Or is he being told to do that?
By February? It's just a month after the January transfer window, after incomings and outgoings.
Yeah, but you should have known before the transfer window what you were doing. Yeah, you don't leave it until the transfer window to decide, what am I doing? Like, forward, it goes back to the thing you were saying about do we not have a plan? Yeah. Well, I don't think we do have a plan. Yeah. I've been saying this for years. We didn't have a plan because we could even with Wenger, like for how many years, a lot of fans, forget the calling him out, not to do with that, but we never really felt that there was a plan in process even to replace him. Yeah. No? Innit?
Yeah, it's not.
Like, do you get what I mean? Like, we knew he was going to retire someday. He was our best ever manager. Yeah. They never even controlled that situation.
Who is in control? I actually don't know at this point because a lot of things.
We get told it's Raul, blame him. He's gone now. Like, Edu. What's his experience? Everyone's moaning about Arteta. And we're nowhere.
Edu, bro.
Yeah. What? Were you watching football? Were you watching Arsenal? Were you watching Arsenal back then?
No, I was a kid, I can't lie to you.
Yeah, exactly. Most players, like, Edu's not a legend, they would kind of be, like, banging on about, just keeping it real. I like him, I'm not criticising him, but I'm saying, does he have the experience to be running Arsenal?
Who knows, man? I don't know what
No, I don't think he does. Where else has he worked? Like, if you were going to go for a job interview, don't you need to be qualified?
Listen,
like,
you don't get jobs on qualifications no more. A lot of people, even people in the
So what are you getting them on? Experience? On who you know?
Literally who you know.
All
you don't get a job on what you can do.
There's my answer.
Ask anyone that you know in the next 5 minutes, ask anyone in here.
All right, so let's put it like this. If you had a business, a billion pound business.
Robbie's got a big business here.
Is Robbie only going to employ people that he knows?
Well, have a look around.
Okay. I'll be quiet.
No, but it's true though. When people get into positions, they think, oh, I know this girl, I know that guy. Oh,
Sometimes it's trust, yeah, but it depends what the business is. And in a corporate business, you don't get a job like that, Pippa.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
Yeah, I get you.
You don't.
Yeah, exactly.
In family-run businesses, like in a Greek restaurant, it's all the family working. But in the real world of business, if someone's paying someone big money to make them money, they want to know they're making them money.
Yeah, when you're in
right
a big
now,
position, you should be
our
qualified.
contracts, our players are going for free. Yeah? Whoever, we ain't making money, there's a whole section of this business model that is not making no money. We've got no fans going to the grounds now, they're losing more money. So someone has to sit down and take a serious look at all of this.
Yeah, they do.
Anyway, I'm boring.
Someone that's qualified.
Come on, has anyone got any questions?
Let me start checking people's qualifications.
It's getting boring and deep, but that's another subject altogether.
Super chat for you, Pippa, from Ollie Lay saying that Pippa's gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. That's cute. Ole. Mikey Guna says the best 11 at the moment is Leno, Tierney, Holding, Mari, Bellerin, Smith Rowe, Xhaka, Lacazette, Aubameyang, Saka. I don't agree with this, unfortunately, Mikey Guna. I mean, actually, it's a very good 11, but okay. Now let me read it again. Leno, Tierney, Holding, Mari, Bellerin, Smith Rowe, Xhaka, I keep calling him Shaka, Lacazette, Aubameyang and Saka. To be fair, it's actually our best 11.
It's all right.
It is.
Was that 11 that you read out?
Yeah, but would you put Holding in your best 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. Holding with Mari was our best centre-back pairing when we saw it for those few weeks. Was that 11 players? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Just got to check, you know. Sometimes it's a little 12th one slipped in there. Right, we've got to wrap it up.
Yeah.
So you guys know what time it is.
Yeah.
Get your comment in for me to read to end this show.
I've seen a couple already talking about Sunday.
So yeah, I haven't
seen any of Troops' comments, guys, so I'm not airing anyone.
Stop skipping Troops' comment. Is Troops in the chat?
I've seen a lot of people say that, but I haven't seen his comments, sorry.
Troops, send it in if you are here. I haven't seen it.
Troops must be doing his own show.
Yeah. John Grimm says apparently we're looking to offload 7 players this summer. 7? Nah. Unless they're lonely players. Unless they're lonely players that are on loan and stuff.
I don't know.
Junior Salazar saying sell the whole team, sign Messi.
Messi ain't even on point right now.
I wouldn't want Messi, he's too old now.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's what we're
what we do.
About, isn't it?
Yeah, what we do. What we do best.
Nikuli says Pippa is correct. You don't get a job based on experience nowadays. Arteta got that job because of Pep's recommendation. A lot of things are recommendation.
No, he got that job because he was cheaper than everyone else that we could have employed as well. It comes down to a bit of money as well. Our board's a bit cheap.
I mean, there is a comment here from Fizz113 saying 49 undefeated. You heard it here.
How does she always?
Yeah.
I want you to start paying attention. Do you realise she always ends on Fizz's comments?
It's every time. Fizz has a million coming in.
And it's always banter. It's always something like Arsenal are going to win the league. Arsenal are the best.
I guess it's a positive.
But that one is a true one.
That's a positive.
Guys, can you send me like something based on today's game? As you can see, Pippa is on my case, just like how she's been on Pepe's case.
I've not been on Pepe's case for a minute.
So guys, get your comments in, pressure's on.
Look, here's one.
You keep sending the same one, innit?
Yeah.
About how many times? 4, 5, 6, 7?
See, look.
Loads.
EEB says it's annoying because teams... Oh, sorry, Brent, we're coming. It's annoying because teams from the English leagues went and killed their game apps.
I know, that's why we're deflated. We're very upset. Yeah. What was the score with Leicester?
0-0, apparently.
Oh.
Bren's waiting for us to say clear.
I know, but I haven't been given a comment.
Should I just point out the one that I saw?
Yeah.
There you go, Charlotte. 23-11 from Lucifer.
Let me see. Because I can't...
Goodbye, ladies. They're like coming in at different times.
That's what I'm saying. All right, let me read it off your screen.
I've gone now. I've scrolled past it now.
When was it? 23.
Just make one up.
See, that ain't even on my screen. All right, guys, come on, get a comment in for me. All right.
Sunday's a win. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah, there we go. World Boss.
Thank you.
Sunday is a win, period. We're going to end it on that comment. Thank you very much, World Boss and Helen, for putting it out.
I thought we were going to be here all night for a second. Guys, it's not the win, it's not the result that we expected, 1-1. But we go against City, no one's confident, but you never know, upset could be on the cards. And hopefully we win the second leg against Benfica. We will see you then.